conversation and told the bride's father, "From now on, you are no longer the vice president of Company A." The bride's father laughed angrily at Smith's words. He mocked Smith, saying, "You think you're the president of Company A? Does what you say even matter?" As it happened, Smith really was the president of Company A. He owned 90% of the company's shares. He revealed his identity to everyone present, but the bride's father didn't believe it, thinking Smith was putting on an act. He even called his men to tie Smith up. Just as the farce was spinning out of control, another vice president of Company A rushed in, because he had heard that someone was impersonating the company's president at the wedding. But when he saw the man tied and kneeling on the ground, he panicked, because it was actually Smith, his own boss. He quickly turned and slapped the bride's father, and he shouted angrily at him, "Are you blind? This is our company's president!" The bride's whole family was stunned. Before they could even react, the doors swung open again. A dozen bodyguards rushed in, holding steel rods as they stood on both sides. This time, the bride's father collapsed to the ground. He finally believed that Smith was the president of the company, the most authoritative king in the company, and Smith's reckoning had just begun. He first officially removed the bride's father from his position. Then he issued an industry ban, forcing him completely out of the industry. Next, Smith began dealing with his brother, but the older brother immediately knelt before their mother, begging for her forgiveness. At that moment, the mother softened again, wanting to forgive her eldest son, but Smith stopped her. He refused to acknowledge this brother and also fired him from his company. This farce finally came to an end. After reuniting with his mother, their relationship was fairly harmonious. Today, the mother once again brought up the elder son to Smith, asking him to forgive his brother. This time, Smith didn't refuse. He promised his mother that he would bring his brother home. After finishing this meal, he would go with her to find his brother. Meanwhile, the brother was working hard at a construction site. After being blacklisted, his life had become very difficult. He was often bullied by co-workers. When Smith and their mother arrived at the site, they happened to see him being bullied. The mother rushed forward, holding him in distress, and Smith had already prepared the redemption money.